Hello everybody, this is going to be a tutorial on how to get a custom map onto a server from game servers. If you have another provider, it might be a different way, so let's get this started. First you will need something called an FTP, that's a file transfer protocol. So what that does, it allows you to get files from your computer and put it on a virtual server. Or you can actually take files off the server as well. A nice free one that you can use is called FileZilla. So that can be downloaded from their site. It's the FileZilla FTP client. I will actually put the link in the description so you can find this. And whatever your system may be, 32-bit, 64-bit, whatever operating system you're using, just download the one that you need. Alright, so once that's downloaded, which I've already done, it is right here. You'll need to set it up. So let's open this up. So basically this is what it's going to look like. It kind of looks like Windows Explorer. So once you enter all the server information right here, all the files and subfiles will pop up right here. And then all you'll need to do is find what you want to put into the server or take out, and you can drag and drop or hit delete or copy or whatever your preference is. So to get connected to the server, you'll need to log into game servers. So once you're logged into game servers, you'll need to go into the info, and right here you are going to get your FTP information. So this is going to allow you to connect to the server through your computer. Alright, so the host name is actually going to be the IP. You can just copy and paste that and stick that in here. Username is going to be this right here, your login, and then of course your password, which is right here. I've changed this for test just for the video. And you're gonna need the port, always gonna be 21. You can do a quick connect. You can also it'll give you the choice to save. So this right here is just telling you, you know, the certificate's unknown. Do you really want to connect to this? Because you're actually connecting to the server directly through your computer. So you could just actually hit yes. If you check that box, that will just never show up again. That's your preference. So here you go. Now we're actually completely into the server right here. It's always been my suggestion and preference to, if you're going to upload files or delete files from the server to create any errors, or sometimes people will end up jumping in and you're going to have to restart the server, it's always best to stop the server when you're going to be doing any kind of updates to it. Alright, so we're stopping the server, and it tells you server's been stopped. Just hit OK. Alright. So the server file, just like in the previous tutorials of how to put a map into a killing floor, you're going to need to get into the killing floor folder in the server. Then you go to the KF game, the brood PC, and then you're going to see the map folder just like you would in your personal KF on your computer. Here you'll see all the maps that are already in the server. So what we want to do is we want to put another map. So I'm going to go to my desktop because I've already had a map downloaded and ready that's not already on the server. This one is called Death Sentence. So let's get this one. That is actually the zip file. Here's the folder. So we had the death sentence. This is about 28 megs. all I want to do is I'm going to click on it and I'm going to drag and drop into here. Depending on your upload speed, right here, some people with slower net speed, it'll take quite a bit of time to upload it. Upload speed's always slower than download speed. So let's give it a minute, enjoy the music, and we'll let this one download, or upload actually. Alright, so this has downloaded into the server, and you can see it right here, that sentence. So you are good with the file transfer protocol program, or FileZilla. This one you don't need, but you can keep it open just in case you need to take it out, because sometimes you have corrupted files that'll crash the server or whatever. Now what we want to do is make this map active. So it'll show up in the map vote as well as in the Webadmin for you to actually put it in the rotation. This you're going to have to add a line of code to the INI file. So game servers is really cool because it has the configuration which is the INI, so you're not going to have to mess with the actual INI file, bring it to your computer, mess with the line of code, save it, and put it back. You can actually do a save right from game servers. All you need to do is go all the way to the bottom, and as you can see, I've already have the codes for all the other custom maps in here. So what we need to do is make a code for this particular map. What I've done is I made a Word file with all the codes just in case, say, the server crashes and I need to reinstall it with that full wipe like I said in the previous tutorial. So I have all this so I could just copy and paste it right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm just going to make a new line so I can add the new map. So just so I know I have the right spelling, I'm just going to go into the file and right click it and hit rename. I'm just going to copy this because I want this to be exactly the same, because if it's not, you will probably have an error or it won't show up in the server. So right here where I copied, I'm going to put that map file name. Make sure you hit space because for some reason it always just puts these two together. It shouldn't be. And then right here you want to paste the name again. So it should look just like this or whatever map you're trying to add to the server. Then with that said, I am going to copy this whole thing and go back into game servers and just do one space, and then now we have the Death Sentence Beta 3 in the server. So now you're just going to have to submit. It's going to restart the server. You always want that checked just so everything takes into place. Hit OK on that screen. And if you scroll down, you will see it still there. So now the next step is to get into the Webadmin page so you can put this map into rotation and also make sure it's installed correctly. So let's get into the Webadmin page. One thing that you will notice is sometimes it takes a little bit of time to the server to reload. So like you see here, it says can't be reached because the server's probably still restarting. And again, still showing online, so don't worry, let's give it a couple minutes and hopefully the server will load up again normally. Alright, so let's try right now. And it's up. So again, we need to log in. Alright, so this is how you know that the map loaded up, is you can either go to map change, even though it's not in the rotation, it should show up here. And right here, death sentence. But even though it shows up here, it's not in the map rotation and your players cannot vote in game. So we actually need to put it in the map rotation. So you go to the map cycles, find death sentence, and just drag it into the map cycle. Always hit save. And we have it right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the server and let's make sure everything works correctly. Alright, let's start the game. Alright, let's join the server. So this one is passworded just because we're doing some testing and I want people to join. Alright, so we're in the server. Alright, so now it's time to die and see if we can actually vote for that map. Here's a little trick. Same as killing floor 1, you can actually go into the console command and hit suicide and you can kill yourself. And there I am, dead on the ground. Alright, so let's go to map vote and let's see if it's in there and see if it loads up. Death Sentence Beta 3 is in there, so let's map vote that. Let the server do its thing and see if it loads up, and we can actually see how long it's going to take for a person to download the map. Of course, if you have slower net, it's going to download a little bit slower. And that is one thing with Killing Floor 2 is server changes and map changes sometimes take a very long time, and or sometimes it boots you out of the server where you gotta join. So let's see It's actually going to keep me in the server. And I am in. Now, I've never played this map. This is just a random map I found on the Game Banana site where it had a 10 out of 10. A lot of comments. So I'm just going to run around real quick so you guys can see a little bit of this map. Kind of looks like Paris. So that's how you get a custom map into the server. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll try to answer them. Alright, till next time, and good luck.